So I got my PLATO sign on today, which means I'm able to browse the forums. And this one was just labeled fun fact. And it's really, really funny to me, the idea of someone learning about the situation in America right now through fucking PLATO forums. It's so fucking ridiculous. Okay, well, if you excuse me, you have to give me 10 minutes to figure out how to actually start up a game now that I have a sign on because it's different. This entire forum on Plato is so fucking funny. Okay, we've got the classic Antifa quote. I'm just I'm just I'm just pressing next. Okay, yeah, I before he accepts he has been disproved by science. And some the president is certainly entitled. Let's keep going. Oh, wow. What the? Oh, I'm sure. Okay, I need to lock it. Please, this is in the Plato forums. Like like the idea of someone becoming radicalized from Plato is so fucking funny. Okay, I figured it out. After indoctrinating all of you into the radical left, we're going to play Dungeons and Dragons. That's so ridiculous. They do that every day, by the way. Every single day. Every single day, there's like five of those. I respect them a lot for that, but can't imagine it's doing much, honestly. I think you should be like in the streets. Maybe you're also in the streets doing that, which in that case, you know what, I'm proud of you, but that's so fucking funny. Okay, this is a good character. Um, hello, welcome back. I yeah, I have I'm on Play-Doh lag on now, so I don't have to use a demo account anymore, which is nice. Um, shit, I guess we're playing. Um, yeah, I went to the library yesterday and I read quite a bit. Um, here, wait, give me a second. Came back. I was about to say scooped my litter box. I also scooped the cat's litter box. Anyway, I wanted to start off my history lesson with a quote from the book. Quote, wait, hold on, I gotta find it. Okay, quote, meanwhile, more and more lessons were beginning to appear. Proof was a lesson to help students with mathematical problem solving. Alphabet, designed to help young children learn the letters of the alphabet, was a new lesson authored by Amy Alpert, parentheses, daughter of Dan Alpert, one of the high school kids who, like Mike Walker, worked on Plato-related projects with Bitzer as a mentor. Quote, kids who identified the correct letter on the screen were given an M&M, says Mike Walker, which was ejected by a contraption powered by a washing machine relay. It was a bit too powerful and occasionally obliterated the piece of candy. Imagine being ejected an M&M like a fucking lab rat, and the M&M just ejects at like 1,000, like Mach speed, and just obliterates in front of your eyes. They were having fun. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, hi. I'm gonna play the game a little bit though before I really start yapping because I don't know. I gotta remember what the hell I'm doing in this game. Magic potion, quaff it. Oh, it's poison. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, never mind. I wasted my good character. That's fine. 4 hit points are kind of really awful though. I should probably like sip that. You know what? Experience potion? Holy shit, that it was a big fucking experience potion. And a wisdom book? Holy mackerel. That means what? We're like level 3 already? So I should just be able to fist fight death and not die. And a treasure chest? Okay, 12,000. That's pretty sick. I got more magic slot. I just want a little bit of yeah, they didn't even take damage from fist fighting a level 1 wizard. Level 1 man, I didn't even take damage. Okay, well. RIP, motherfucker. I probably should have examined it better. Or examined it before just opening it. That's my specialty, just being a fucking dumbass. Okay, demon, I exercise you. Oh, wait, I just realized. Wait, when do I see my partner again? Not this weekend. No, okay, I see them another weekend before October's over. Or 2 more weekends. I guess 3 more even. I'll see them on Halloween. Okay. I was wondering if I was gonna be out of weekends. Um, to like, um, watch horror films. You dropped in strength? You're a you're a real piece of shit. What's the difference in open and carefully open? Oh, chest looks dangerous. That's the only time I've ever that visually examined thing has ever worked. It's always been like, oh, it's too fucking dark to read it. Oh, you lost experience. Am I in negative experience? No, I'm just like 0. I'm at 58. Okay. Um. So anyway, the Plato 3 that they were working on, their like goal for the Plato 3 was 20 simultaneous terminals. So the Plato 1 could just do the one terminal. Plato 2, it could support 2 terminals, I believe. Maybe like a few more, but no, I think it was just 2 terminals. Um, but what they were planning here, they were planning for up to 20 simultaneous terminals. And by the way, I also want to say the I know I've mentioned a bit about like the plasma like prototypes they were working on. Those prototypes they were working on for the plasma screens, those were only 1 pixel. Wow, that's a lot of experience. Still not enough for any spell slots though, so fuck you. But yeah, the those prototypes that were taken like a year to really get progress on, that was just 1 pixel prototype. So yeah, this shit, I mean, time time is not on your side when you're an early adopter. And when I say early adopter, I really mean like the earliest of the earliest of the earliest of adopters. Not the first ones to use them in a project, but ooh, let's clerically examine it. Spell didn't work. Let's visually examine it. Too dark to tell. Let's pick it up. Okay. Oh shit, I didn't even die from the booby trap? Really? Wow. Did I get the item? I don't think I got the item though. No, I didn't get the item. The first time I've ever spell didn't work. Too dark to tell. Damn, that's what I fucking get. I should have gone for it twice in a row. Uh, that's exactly how you fucking die. All right, this is fine though. Okay. So one of CSL's main funding like institutions, because they were funded by like the government and just like other institutions as well. Well, actually, I think they were still funded by the government at this point. I believe they were. Um, but anyway, they were being funded um, externally, and one of their major funders doesn't seem like a word. One of their major, I can't think of another word other than funder, but funder is definitely not a word. One of their major, is it funder? One of the major funders. Yeah, no, funder's a word. It doesn't sound right in singular. I've only really heard funder in plural. Like, oh, here's a list of our funders. Okay, that makes sense. But here's a lit here. Yes, we're their major funder. Okay, never mind. That actually is a completely normal word. You ever have that happen where like a word really doesn't seem real, and then like you think about it a bit, and you're like, no, that word definitely exists. I guess it happens very, very rarely, but that was a very major, very major outbreak of it. Thing is, I want to at least get like a few, or just like at least one more mage cleric slot because then that makes adventuring so much more easier. Like at least just one extra one just makes it so much easier. Invisibility, sure. All right, what's okay, yeah. I think I need 20k. 20k is when you get your first slot. So I just gotta keep fucking around. That's what I get for fucking around with the kids. Oh yeah, as I was saying, one of their major funders, ARPA. No idea what it stands for, but they were called ARPA. Oh, how much experience? Ooh, look at that. Does that mean I get a? Oh, hold on. There's glass. Does that mean I get a slot? Nope. Not okay. So I guess you get your slot at 20,000 or 30,000 experience. Interesting. I thought for sure it would have been 20k. Sorry, one of their major funders, ARPA, um, they gained knowledge that that they were using their funds to work on this 1 pixel prototype for a display. And they weren't that thrilled to hear that because they expected it to go towards like I get the Play-Doh itself, even though the display was kind of like the main like roadblock they were having. They still weren't too happy with all of their funds going towards this 1 pixel prototype. Um, but nothing really came of it. I guess they were just kind of a little bit upset. I guess they weaseled their way through and were able to continue with it. But you know that was something that they had to deal with while um, Bitzer was still in India because Bitzer is still in India at times. So the people like at CSL were like having to deal with this company like being upset with them, and they were having to like talk to Bitzer like over whatever fucking shitty ass like service. But flaming arrow. But anyway, Bitzer was still in India at this time, and he was giving lessons while he was there. Of course, that was the main reason he was there, is to give lessons to the students and teach them about computers and you know what they can do with computers, what they're going to do with a computer they're going to be getting. And he met a student by the name of Brij Aurora. There's no door there. He met a student by the name of Brij Aurora, and he was really interested in Bitzer's lessons. Like you know he was very interested, especially and whenever he mentioned the plasma displays that they were working on, he was like, "Ooh, you got to tell me more about that." Like, "Whoa, this is cool as hell." Um, so we met that dude. Keep that in mind for later. But oh fuck you. Okay, do I have a spell slot now? No. Could I get like a chest or something? You know how lovely that would be. Hey, that's nice. Too dark to tell. You know, let's just open it. Clumsy dolt. Did it, oh, did I attract the demon by opening it? That's fine. Did I get the chest though? Oh, I did. Look at that. Spell didn't work. Let's sip it. Healing? Sure. Demon. What's my slots? None? And 8. Let's try and. Uh-oh. Whew. That's pretty lucky. Okay, there we go. There's my hit points and my spell slots. Okay, we're looking good. Um, But anyway, alongside with ARPA threatening to withdraw funding as one of the issues, Bitzer's absence definitely created like a shift in the work environment at CSL because you know they didn't have their main guy, right? Like Bitzer was such a huge part of CSL and what made the Plato project work. Um, because of his outstanding leadership abilities and the like, right? Um, Did I take any damage from that? I didn't. So I should be able to just fist fight level 1s, is what I'm hearing. Because I'm like a level 3 at this point, so yeah, okay. Level 3 man, though, I definitely can't fist fight that. Um, but anyway, it caused kind of a shift. What does the word paradigm shift mean? Because I was about to say paradigm shift, and then I was like, I don't know what that means. Not the word, the term. A radical change in thinking from an accepted. Okay, no, not a paradigm shift, but it caused a shift. Um, and there was like a pressure on Bitzer to come back, and have his leadership back. Oop, I got a message. Hi Beverly, hope all well. Well, my name is not Beverly. Sorry. Um, anyway, Bitzer was still in India, and then that 1620 that IBM was donating, of course the downgraded um, donation from the what was it, the 650? Yeah, yeah. Ghoul. Enlightening you? Wait, that's not good. Now I'm out of mage slots. You dumbass. Okay, I'm just getting a bunch of fucking spam messages. Well, I can't really do anything now that let's just quaff whatever the hell that is. Spectre. Well, I can't really do anything. I've kind of fucked over this run, I think. Well, I can't use any of these. Yeah, okay. I pressed the wrong button and then I'm fucked. Okay, whatever. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the 1620 was finally going to arrive only 2 weeks before Bitzer was planned to leave. So he was there for, well, his trip was going to be for 6 months. So he was there for a good 5 months, just without the whole computer, the whole reason he was going there. IBM was really taking their fucking time with that one. Um, but it was scheduled to arrive 2 weeks before he left, and so he was asked to stay an additional 3 months to, have more time with the computer and help the Indian Institute of Technology with the computer and learning and stuff. But of course, this went against uh, what he needed to do. He had a lot of pressure to go back to CSL to help on the Plato. Like he was being like, I don't know if it was like faxed. I don't think it was faxed. It was like some sort of really primitive communication from CSL that was like, please come back. um, so he declined the offer to stay an additional 3 months. Um, so he declined, and he returned in July of 1964. He got there in January of 1964, and he returned to CSL in July. So that's where we are in the story, is that he's back at CSL from India. And I want to roll. Okay, here we go. This is decent. Oh, by the way, you know what? Wait, actually, I'm not gonna talk about this in this video because I need to write this down in my talking points though. Um, Chinese game. I can't waste a potential talking point in a Castlevania episode for a talking point in a fucking Plato episode. Spectre. What do I do with you? I have newt you, apparently. Is that fine? Nope, I'm out of mage slots. So was I not out of mage slots before? That doesn't make sense. Because it didn't let me bring up the menu there. Maybe I got one from some XP I got, which in that case, then I wasn't fucked over. Okay, whatever. Um, yeah, let's visually examine it. Facts, visually examine it. 18,000 gold ain't that bad. Ooh, another one. Uh-oh. Glass. Let's put you to sleep. We still let me get the chest, or okay, let's fucking do it. Oh my god, chill out. I haven't even been able to move. Okay, that's not that great of a chest. Treasure finding. What the hell does the spell of treasure finding do? Fucking weird ass shit. Well, anyway, see, now I have 8,000 XP, and I have, so is XP, I think XP is tied to gold. Sorry, I think gold is tied to spell slots. I was thinking it was tied to XP, but that's not the case. Anyway, right after Astral form. Doesn't that allow me to pass through walls? Death. What do I do to death? I holy water death. Doesn't it let me pass through walls? Let's see. Nope, it doesn't. Oh, hello, I'm trapped in a room with a man. Alright, how do I get out of here though? I gotta go. I gotta go left. Okay. Well, this is fucked up. Now I wanna get out of here. Because I'm all out of fucking slots. Oh, here we are. Okay. Spectre. Could I do you in a fist fight? No, I cannot. Let's do two more. Uh-oh. Shit, we're good. I was able to fight death in a fist fight. Sure, I could fight a demon in a fist fight. Barely. I need to chill out. Okay, ghoul. Lightning. Uh-oh, I got struck by lightning. Oh, I only did a few hits of health. Okay. Oh, back to here. Magic potion. Let's sip it. Potion of healing? Sure. Um, where the hell am I? Ooh. Okay, not bad. Wizard. Do I have oh, I really have more magic slots still? Fucking hell. Okay, put them to sleep. All right, I should be able to leave up here. Ghoul. Okay. Here we go. Now I get to fucking kill them. I should be level 2 now, maybe. Unless I start off at level 0. Well, anyway. Spectre. Sure. Prey. Treasure finding. Still don't know what the hell that does. Anyway, so Donald Bitzer, he arrives back from India, back to CSL, and immediately upon returning, sorry to give you a, okay, I need to go. Sorry, I'm edging you. I need to figure out what I'm doing. I can evade that. Um, I can evade you. I need to go up here. And then I need to go in the left, or the left one. Okay, where am I? I should be there. That's a good spawn. That's a really good spawn. Okay, okay, let's use a sleep on you. Okay. And both of these go to the same floor. Oh, that's not a good spawn, actually. Those both lead to 2. I need to take the one that leads to 4, obviously. Okay. So I have to go through this wall. And then here we are. Okay, we're on level 4. Anyway, so Don Bitzer arrives back to Indiana from India. Both very close words, by the way. And only a few days after his return, while they're waiting for their wives, and by their wives I mean Bitzer and some other dude, I don't remember who it was. While they were waiting for their wives to pick them up from the laboratory, they have a eureka moment, and they discover a massive breakthrough for the plasma display, and it's really complicated, really complicated science shit. I was really trying to read and understand it, and I understood a little bit, but not really much. Um, but the important part is that they finally just out of nowhere developed memory. Because you know the main thing that they were working on to figure out was how they would hold the data there, you know. Um, but they finally just they came across it. But there was one issue. It wasn't like they did that and then you know all of their issues were solved. Or like it's not like they figured that out and then had the answer to everything. Okay, so we're here. We just went in what this room? Okay, we just have a little square here. Um, but the main issue that they immediately saw is that the glow was blue. And if you know, of course, um, the plasma is orange. So, but it was blue, which meant that it was contaminated. The gas had the like chamber where they had the gas in had something other than just plasma. And they theorized that it was mostly nitrogen. They theorized that it was air from the world around them that snuck in there because it wasn't like vacuum sealed properly. Um, and so they theorized it was nitrogen since that's mostly what's in the air. So they fixed the leak, and then it didn't work. It no longer was able to hold the memory. So it was the leak which caused the memory to function. So we're like, okay, they were just fucking confused. Um, but they kept experimenting, and yeah, that's where we are. Now I'm gonna explore. Okay, we've got a bunch of fucked up rooms here. This goes down. Is this just a square? It is just a square. That's nice of them. Oh, I'm grabbing shit. Once I finish off this floor too, I can cut these two out and have two additional little squares there. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with those because I want to like collage them somehow. Because just having them as like this isn't the best because they're not attached to something. They're in the way. Um, but I can't really collage them to a piece of paper because I can't fit 20 levels of a dungeon on one piece of paper. So I would need like I don't know, multiple pieces of paper or something. We'll figure it out. For now though, I gotta go up. Up is calling me indeed. Me in the movie theaters in 2009. uh That might be my best one. That might be the best joke I've ever told. Like genuinely, that might be the best joke I've ever told. Okay, I didn't mean to. Oh, wait, does this go? What is going on? I didn't mean to make this wall here. I was too distracted. Okay, we got two doors here. Death. What is my level? Not high. I'm gonna have to. What do I do against death? I holy water. Of course. Okay. Wait, how does this work? Oh fuck! I fucked up somewhere. God, I was too damn distracted. Okay, where'd I fuck up? One, two, three. Yes, this hallway is not supposed to be 4 long. It's supposed to be 3 long. I need to fucking get my shit together. As in, this is one, two. Yes. Okay. I need to get my shit together. Okay. This is a bit hard to read because of all the damn eraser markings, but it's fine. What is this? Okay. Is that right? That seems right. Yeah. And this looks like it's gonna be a one-way door. If going by my markings is correct. So you know what? I'm just gonna mark it, and if it's wrong, then I'll erase it. But I think it's fine. All right, let's go in the left door. So we got a hallway. Nope, it's just a room. It's a weird fucking room. Well, it's not really that weird. It takes up the amount of space here. I do miss in Pettit where it showed at the top if you were in a room or a corridor. All right, there's a one-way door as well. Lots of fucking one-way doors everywhere. Um, but this is just another room with another one-way door into fever. God damn. I think this one's a one-way door. I need to go through it to check. Yeah, it is. Level 5 wizard. Uh-oh. Oh, my dog's barking. Hold on. He was barking at the wind because he is insane. But anyway, a level 5 wizard. I think I might be fucked unless I can evade it. Nope. 25 hit points. I'm gonna press enter. Then my eyes are closed. I'm gonna press enter. Does it say you are number 887 to wizards? Close. 805. All right. No, 800 is not the number. 1800. Well, not that bad of a run. I got well, pretty good honestly because I got I'm getting close to the full thing mapped. I just have to go down and around here. But I got this full 9 horizontally. Well, anyway, they kept experimenting with. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I can't go back that far. They kept experimenting. This isn't bad. They kept experimenting into nice invisibility ring. The hell does that do? Maybe that gives me a higher chance of evading. Evading into another ghoul. Fuck you. Okay. Could I check like I might check the help file. Magic boots. Let's examine it. Boots is harmless. Nice. Okay. So okay, fuck off for just 1 second, please. Oh, I used okay. Death. Okay, so I got elven boots and invisibility. I want to see what those do, but I need to go back to the menu, which I keep forgetting to do. Okay. So here I go. I do what? I do back maybe? Yes. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of fucking experience points. Um okay, let's see. Backwards lab to find a great character's help for help lesson. So, what is that? F6? Okay. And then treasure, right? No. Yeah, it is treasure. Okay. Okay, we found elven boots reduce the chance of meeting monsters and aid you in evading them. Perfect. And then I got sword, armor, and shield. What did I get? I got invisibility hat or something? Or invisibility ring. Okay, what does that do? Will give you a perfect chance to evade monsters with eyes. Okay. So all of them? I can just evade all men in glass? That seems really good. That seems really good. So I guess I probably got the ring of levitation, which caused me to run over pits before. Okay. That's good. That's good. Seems good to me. All right, let's head out of here. I gotta figure back. Shift back to return to the dungeon. Here we go. What did it say that I got? Oh right, I can evade all men in glass. No, I can't waste it. I can't die from exploding runes, honestly. I have too good of a run from the magic items I got right off the bat. Well, anyway, strength potion, nice. Um shit, I should be able to just fucking quaff this guy. I learned the word quaff and now I'm going to use it not in the way that it's meant to be used. I want to learn what is quaff. I assume it's just another word of like guzzle, but maybe it can be used physically figuratively. To drink or imbibe with vigor or relish, to drink copiously. Surely I can use that figuratively. Like, oh, I quaff, I don't know. Who fucking knows? Oh, I do like the word wince though. This was word of the day, April 11th, 2006. That's weird. I think I'm haunted by the date April 11th because recently I've been thinking slightly about April 11th because that's the date that the Atmo Black slash depressive suicidal black metal band releases, or I didn't even say their name. None. That's the album that they've released all of their albums on, and just other than their most recent album, Inevitable. But they released a single for that one on April 11th. But that was also when they disbanded. So maybe they disbanded. Maybe whatever metaphor or something. I don't know. Anyway, good DSBM band though. Point being that I didn't have a point. Oh, point being that April 11th is haunting me. I think. Yeah. Astral form. Sure. Don't know what the fuck it does still. I could check the help file, but honestly, I'd rather just fuck around. Ghoul, 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 ghoul. What are my stats looking at? Nothing good. I needed like a treasure chest or some shit. You're fucking useless. I can just evade you. I can just evade you as well. Okay, here we go. Nice. Nice. Look at that. We're good to fucking roll. Okay, level 3 ghoul though. That's not that good. Ghoul. 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 I lightning you. Or I could also pray you. No, I have way better. I mean, I have max IQ, so I lightning you. Okay. Where am I? I look to be. Yes, yes. Okay, then yeah, the pit of despair. Cool. Spectre. Okay. Okay. We will. I guess we'll Eye of Newt you. Then I go through the wall here, and then we're back on level 4. Okay, where am I on level 4? I could be here. Yes, I am. Okay. So we need to go. um, level 8 ghoul. Right. That's not good. No, I'd say it's mighty not good. I do have a higher chance of evasion. Let's just run it. Fuck. Fuck. This is a good character, but I don't want to take 8 strength. You know what? I'll take it. I didn't mean to just get my ass in here immediately, but you know what? Sure. We'll run it and see if it works. Wow, I actually didn't die from that. Okay. Demon though, level 4 demon. This isn't looking that good. Oh well, I just okay. Well now I'm locked because I forgot. Oh damn! Why can't I evade a level 5 man when I'm level 1, but not when I'm fucking? Oh, it's just pissing me off. Okay. Where was I in the lore? Oh yeah, they kept experimenting with their little um what was the word I called it? Breakthrough. Jesus Christ. They kept experimenting with their breakthrough of contaminated gas creating the memory effect that they desired. And they kept experimenting. And by fall of 1964, so what he returned in July, so by fall of that year, they do enough where they were able to file a provisional patent. So like a temporary one that as they learned more, they would do the full thing. Um, so they kept working on that. And by fall of 1965, so a full year later, they were able to build the prototypes consistently and understand what was going on and why stuff was happening the way it was happening pretty much. Um Here, wait, give me a second, sorry. Wow, I'm back and I immediately forgot to open up the fucking notes app on my phone. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Okay, I got it. So yeah, a year later, in fall of 1965, they were able to understand all that. and they got a lawyer to help them like finalize the patents. The other patent being for Plato. So they were, making a patent for their plasma display, as well as one for Plato. And the lawyer went on to say at a later date that the Plato patent was the single most expansive and like most in-depth patent that he's ever seen in his entire life. Or yeah, so they were serious about that shit. Um, but yeah, they didn't lose the patents this time, if you can actually believe that. Um, is this a new character? Oh yeah, I don't have my fucking glass evasion. Okay, can you fuck off with all these damn enemies? Can't understand it, honestly. A good outcome. Um, yeah, they didn't lose the patents. They were able to file them, and they went into effect. Um, what? I think like 4 years later. Is that how math works? Yeah. No. I don't know. Like, oh, they went into effect by 1971. Um, and these patents were incredible for the university. It brought millions into the university. I mean, having a patent for, plasma display was obviously huge for the university. Um, but yeah, they actually had a patent success for once. They would have had a lot more money if they were able to not lose the patent to the fucking time sharing system, but oh well. Anyway, I got really lucky with that chest there, so it's time to go into the dungeon. Where am I? I go down. Nope, I go up. No, yeah, I go this way. Okay. Do I go up here? Yes. This is the teleporter. All right, and if I'm here, oh, this is the best spawn available. Don't even have to waste a magic slot on going through the wall. Okay, and we start. Okay, so I think I'm here. So yeah, I just go. Oh no, I'm not here. Interesting. Let's not do that. All right, I do seem to be in a new area. Oh, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really, I could be anywhere. Oh, 5 Spectre. We will be praying. I'm gonna die. All right, well. No, don't do that, please. Stop. Wait, that was it's not that good. It's not that good. Well, anyway, um yeah, so they had a they had the patent success. Um anyway, that affected 1971. Obviously, there was a lot that happened in between 1971 and 1965. Um So going back a little bit, in fall of 1964, when they were, getting the provisional patent planned, out of nowhere, Brij Arora, the student that Bitzer met in India, appeared at CSL's doorstep looking for a job because he was that fucking interested in the plasma displays that Bitzer was detailing in India that he moved to fucking Indiana to get a job at CSL, which is fucking insane. He didn't tell Bitzer about this. He just fucking appeared there one day. But luckily it all worked out. I mean, yeah, he gave him the job and he was a big help. But imagine how fucking like risky that would feel. That would be insane. I can't even imagine moving countries, honestly. Like that would be such a fucking annoying process. especially if you're moving to America. Okay, here we go. This is a good character. But they began working with a company on the plasma displays that they were making. Um, the company being Owens, Illinois, um, also known as OI. Oi. I'll call them Oi. Um, Oi made glass bottles, um, but not for drinking out of. They made the glass bottles in CRT TVs. Like if you know CRT, cathode ray tube, they made the tubes. Well, they manufactured them. Um, so this was their specialty, um, and they worked with them. Um, I believe one of the people who were working, because I believe the HQ or wherever they were working out of, wherever Oi was working out of, I believe it was in Flint or something. It was like a little bit. It was not like too far away, but it was still decently far. Maybe it was honestly, maybe it was in Toronto. It might have been in Toronto, which in that case is quite far away. But anyway, they were in a different part of the area, and one of the people who were working on the displays from CSL moved um, and worked with them like full time to help the manufacturing. But oh, fucking brilliant! I love fucking exploding. Anyway, um, what they what they quickly found out is that if you remember the design, it was two glass glass sheets with a center, I believe, ceramic sheet in the middle, and that ceramic sheet had all the dots on them. And they quickly realized that that really was not going to work for mass producing 512 by 512 pixel screens because that's just not viable for mass production. Um, so Oi had the idea of just completely demon. They had the idea to just completely remove the middle ceramic sheet and instead replace it with gas. Nothing. They didn't they hollowed out the middle and just filled the whole thing with gas. And they were skeptical on that working because they were afraid that it would like leak over into other like cells that whenever they try and power one pixel, they were afraid that filling the whole thing with gas would make it so when you try to power one pixel, it would also power the adjacent pixels. But it ended up not being the case for whatever reason. So they were able to just a completely remove the middle ceramic sheet. Sorry, I'm texting my partner because they said hi. Okay. Um, so by 1967, Oi was able to. Oh wait, what did I get from that chest? Not bad. Um, Oi was able to produce a prototype. I believe 256 by 256 panel. Um, which was 4 inches. The InDesign 512 by 512 is going to be 8 inches. Um, but they were able. Ooh, magic armor. Do I have cleric yet? Yeah, I do. Armor's dangerous. Thank you. Um, Too dark to tell. Fuck it. Damn! I hate when it doesn't even tell me that it was booby trapped. It just fucking kills me. Anyway, yeah, by 1967, they created the prototype for the 256 by 256. And then it took them another 4 years until 1971, coincidentally, or maybe not coincidentally, but I think it was coincidentally, when the patent was able to go through court. Took them until 1971 until they were able to reliably and stably and efficiently mass produce the 512 by 512 panels. Um, but in that time, they learned quite a lot about the displays, of course. Um, one of those being that the glass that they were using lasted under 1,000 hours, which, if you are astute, is that how you use that word? If you're astute, quick and critically discerning, shrewd and crafty. Yeah, I guess astute. Hold on, there's my dog barking again. Okay, sorry. If you're astute, then you will remember that the storage tubes, one of the issues with the storage tubes that they were having is that they only lasted 1,000 hours. So, okay, that's not good. The new glass that they were using were even fucking worse than the storage tubes, which is like one of the major issues they were trying to mitigate there. Wow, that's a lot of XP. Um, one of the major things that they were trying to mitigate. Um, but thankfully the solution wasn't that bad. They just used different glass. And yeah, they just used more efficient glass, which was just more expensive, but at least it was better. Um, I do love exercising, man. Yeah. Do I risk this? I mean, okay, okay, not that bad. Um, all right, where is this? Okay, I just go up here. Anyway, strength potion. Can I go, or is this? No, I gotta go the long way. Okay. Um, wow, I am fucking rich. Um, so yeah, another issue that they came across is that the display wasn't immediately working. Like it wasn't immediately lighting up, right? Um, where did I just fucking evade to? What the hell? Oh, I evaded up. Okay. Um, okay, that's good. That's not that good though. Only 5 hit points. Whatever, we take those. Um, but the display wasn't lighting up, or like it was lighting up, but it needed like help being lit up. Um, I don't know exactly how it works, but the room that they were like testing stuff out in at CSL had like the correct um lighting in order to excite the photons in the display, where it just like started up immediately. You know, it didn't need like any help uh, getting itself started. I don't know why photons work like that, but they do apparently. Um, but whatever they were working on it in the OI factory or whatever, it didn't have that, so it needed something to excite it to get. So whenever you press on, it just immediately turned on. It wouldn't be super dim and then turn on over time. You would just press start and it turn on. So what they did is they created a small border that went across. I I think it was all of the edges, a border across all of the edges, or maybe just only two edges or something. They created a border um, that was just like plastic or something. But behind the border were lights that were always on, um, not visible. I don't believe. They weren't like bright lights or anything, but they were enough to excite the photon. So when you turned it on, it turned on. Um, but this this border and this light, it created the major part of what gave the Play-Doh, it's glow, right? It's what the it's the titular aspect of the book, the friendly warm glow. Um, it made like it glow throughout the whatever office you were in. It made like a very warm, kind of like a campfire effect, right? Because when you're at a campfire, if you face the opposite direction or if you look around, it has that glow. It has that warm, inviting glow. And the Play-Doh had that too, and a big factor of that was the light behind the border. It's very interesting. Um, but it also made it so the black part of the Play-Doh, so the parts that weren't illuminated, they weren't like completely black, because it had that light behind it. So it gave everything a really like very science fiction-y effect, with like the glow inside the terminal, glow coming from the terminal. It was very like very cool. Um, yeah, now I need to figure out where the hell I am. Oh, right, I'm in the fucking room of fucking nothing. Jesus Christ. Okay, I guess we'll go through the wall. Oh, nope, I can't. Any doors? Any invisible doors that I can go through? Whoa, there was. Wow, okay. Ah, an interesting place to put uh an invisible door or secret door. What symbol? I haven't really ever notated secret doors. What should I use for secret doors? Give me a second. Let's use a let's use let's use I don't know. I'm already using this for one-way doors. What the hell am I gonna use for secret doors? Maybe like a squiggle? Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad, honestly. I'll take that. Let's visually examine. Too dark to tell. Should I just risk it? Let's do it. Never risk anything. Nothing's worth it. Six strength. You know what? Well, I'm getting close to the end of the video, so it doesn't really matter. How do you? I have no experience. How do I lose experience? I didn't. It doesn't matter. Useless ass book. What was I talking about? Oh, right. So they were, they at around this time was around this time they were also um experimenting with the idea of light pins versus touch sensitivity. Because if you don't know, another feature that Plato had was a touch screen, which again is really insane, based on the time that it was that the Plato was being developed during. Um, yeah, it was super ahead of its time. Um, but they were oh, I'm dead. They were experimenting with ideas of whether they were going to use touchscreen or light pins, and eventually they settled on a touchscreen. And how they actually did the touchscreen is they had a 16 by 16 grid of infrared light beams, like I think like half an inch. No, maybe not even half an inch, but anyway, just a little bit above the glass panel. They created a grid of infrared light beams there. Um, so wherever you would touch, your finger would come in through contact, and it would work as an additional input. So you were able to not only use the keyboard for input, but you were also able to use the 16 by 16 grid. Obviously, not nearly as big of a grid as our smartphones have. I don't know how big a fucking smartphone grid for touchscreen is. Probably infinite. Well, obviously, I don't know. Maybe it's per pixel. I don't really know. Maybe per 5 pixels. I don't know. But maybe that's something I should look into. Um, Point being is, yeah, they had that touchscreen as an additional input. Um, should I even go deeper into the dungeon? Is it even worth it? No. I'll probably leave now. Well, apparently not. Okay, there we go. What I want to do is I want to check something. Hold on. Okay, indeed, one of my misspelled characters is here. Can I delete this character? Let's see. It should be the password. Okay, here we go. Shift help to destroy character. Press shift help to fall on your sword. That is scary. Anyway, I wanted to check the was it the spells, or I guess maybe it's in treasure. I wanted to see the what like the potions do. Magic books. Yeah, potions. Here we go. Yeah, of course. Poison. Spellstorm will give you more slots to use when not over 30. If you're gonna leave the mave, the extra spells. Okay, right. Strength adds 1 point to your strength permanently. Wow, okay. Healing, give you some hit points back. Experience give you 1 to 5 levels worth of experience. That's pretty good. Will double the amount of gold that you find on this trip. Ooh, okay, that's good to keep in mind. If I find a treasure finding potion, then I should just walk around a bunch until I get gold and shit. Levitation, of course, lets you walk over pits. Visibility, yep. So yeah, invisibility will help you evade monster with eyes, just like the ring. Monster control will add 20% chance of success when you use charm and hold spells. I don't think I ever okay, yeah, astral form. If you quaff this one, you become an astral form until you leave the dungeon and the potion wears off. And this means you have levitation plus invisibility. And you have the power to move up and down levels by using the key. Wow. And you can go through walls when you press P. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. This is really good to keep in mind. You can use the arrow keys to go up and down levels. Okay. I'll write that down somewhere, just so I don't forget it. There you go. Okay, that's all I wanted to check out here. Um, One more thing though before I end the episode. I figured we'd end it with a bit of Plato radicalization. Here's your fun fact from September 29th. By the way, I had to go back multiple pages to find this because this whole book. All right, here's your fun fact. A recent political cartoon showed a large sign reading, "Welcome to the United States. It has been 0 days since the last mass shooting. Yesterday, a shooter slammed his truck into a church, shot 10 people, and set it on fire. Left wing radical? Nope, a homegrown conservative, former U.S. Marine with U.S. flags on a truck, a passion for hunting and fishing, and a Trump 24 sign hanging outside his house." Wait, let's look at what the next note is. Terrorist attacks of 2016. A nice list where it shows 112 or 152 attacks by right wing and 35 by left wing. We can go for more about banning books. Oh look, it's in Alaska. Kangaroos are not allowed in barbershops. That's pretty cute. Okay, this is actually a really funny. This is a really funny fucking email. I love this one, or this like what's it called? Like this template. Okay, I need to stop. This is so funny. Okay, thanks. I hope you're radicalized now. Goodbye. I gotta look at another one. They're so good. Why is this in the Plato forums? I genuinely don't understand. Do you want to see? Wait, let's see. I think I pressed shift back or something. Look at all of these. This shit is like active as hell. Okay, well, goodbye.